I am the Inquisitor now. I am in charge. I'm just going straight to it. I want to see who Varric has brought. You know what I mean?
Look at this place.
I should talk to everyone though, shouldn't I? Okay. Adan, how you doing, bro?
Haven was a cock-up, Herald, Inquisitor. But you did right by me, and others. We'll pay you back.
Cool. Vivienne, how you doing? Oh, she has a cutscene.
Maker, you're a mess. Let me have a look at you. Are you all right, my dear? Were you hurt? You look dreadful.
You should have seen me an hour ago.
We should do something about this dirt. We don't need you frightening the faithful. Let's keep up appearances. You've handled this crisis competently, saving as many lives as you did. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
So many people are joining this fight. What if I'm only leading them to their deaths?
Death is a part of war, my dear, and a part of life. We cannot escape it. Those who die for the Inquisition give their lives willingly. The alternative is to forfeit all they cherish to these horrors from the sky. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by.
It's fair.
Act first and teach them to fear us. I think you know what needs to be done, my dear.
I like how the way she says "my dear" also sounds like "Monsieur," "Monsieur."
So, this is Skyhold.
Will you stop looking up? Every time I come to talk to you, you're just looking into the sky.
Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
Damn, what sort of recruiting warden were you?
We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
He's not gonna get the better of us again.
We lost good soldiers that day, loyal men and women. Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
I'm grateful for your support.
It's my job, isn't it? Killing Darkspawn. Look, in spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe in you.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought you were just
Tell me
walking.
honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
No, and I've never claimed it.
I wish they'd understand that I'm really nobody.
You're somebody. Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Okay, so that's Vivienne.
Majestic. How was a place like this ever lost?
So that's Vivienne and Blackwall. How you doing, Harding?
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
I have to go.
Sarah.
So, Inquisitor. It's Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Drosto, what do I step in?
Love her.
I've apparently been through a lot. Yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be, oh, I stepped in dog shite. No one says, oh, a Magister God monster, I'm surprised. Impossible things aren't surprises.
I can't help if you don't explain what's wrong exactly.
It's got to be nonsense, doesn't it? We're kind of screwed if it isn't. I mean, that Corypheus thing. A magister, right? Story is, he cracked the Golden City. But that's a hazy dream. If not, seat of the Maker, real thing. A seat needs a butt, so the Maker, real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world, real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhold rubbish so I can go play.
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe it or not?
In Andraste? Of course.
But you doubt what you're seeing and hearing.
It can't be true. Even fanatics don't want to be this right. Look, I have arrows. I can make this Corypheus believe in those. Good enough? Please be good enough.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the Inquisition grounded.
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more people shouting no. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone calms down, and everything goes back to normal.
Agreed.
A nice, well-paid normal.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring them on. But first, food. I'm starving.
She's like... Honestly, I think Sarah's voice actress might be the best out of them all. Like, everyone has moments where each of them pull it out of the fucking bag. Every single one of them have a moment and line where you're like, God damn, you're not getting paid enough. You know? You're giving me too much. Too raw. How are you still here? Like, why are you in this game and not on the stage at the Oscars or Tonys or... Fucking... You know what I mean?
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
Go on then.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He doesn't talk much.
Hey.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori, or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink.
It's a really good idea.
I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option. But a few faces might help.
What am I wearing?
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
Those two soldiers might think you're an arsehole.
So?
It was good to get their perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that. No matter what comes next.
Okay. So does talking to Cassandra take me up there, or do I have to?
Have you met this friend of Varric's, Inquisitor?
Not yet, no.
It had better not be who I think it is. I will wring that little bastard's neck.
Who do you think it is?
Why? Who do you think it is?
Someone Varric claimed he could not contact. Someone the Inquisition, indeed all of Thedas, desperately needed. I'll reserve judgment until I know for certain. No need to have that rogue screaming persecution yet again.
Do you have any advice for me?
Treat Dorian with caution. It's possible he could be what he seems. A Tevinter mage wishing to do better than his countrymen. What if he is not? At best, his presence makes the Inquisition appear to have questionable allies.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Fair enough. Right. So that's 3, 4, and 5. Varric is 6. Solas, if he's up here, will be 7. Yeah.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here. What can I do for you? I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Oh, this is this. I keep thinking that you only get the scene if you're romancing him. Also, I figured out Inquisition doesn't like full screen. It likes a windowed full screen. So if you're playing on PC and you have issues with it, put it into windowed full screen.
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes.
Wait, did you
were never
approve
going
of
to
that or
wake up.
not?
How could you? Mortals sent physically through the Fade. I was
I think I'm
frustrated,
quite loud,
frightened.
aren't I?
The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
For all our sakes, I'm pleased that you stuck around.
As am I. You have fractured rules of man and nature, and you will shatter more before you are done. Visiting me here, even as a mage, it should not have been so easy for you.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
Yeah, you can kiss him if you're romancing him. You get your first kiss with him there, I think. Right, while I'm here, I have a specific thing that I wear. And it's this one. Though... what's formal? Oh, just these with different colours. Oh, I used to like this one. What about this one? Yeah. This one, even though this is more of what I wear as a human.
They've certainly spared no expense.
Come on. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Although I'm looking at my videos render. It's worrying.
It's looking good. Not good enough, but good.
Okay.
We stopped losing at least.
Cassandra spoke to, Ironball spoke to, Blackwall spoke to, Vivienne spoke to, Solas, but Dorian. Dorian's the only companion I haven't spoken to outside of Varric. And Dorian's up here. Here he is.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
I think we're romancing Dorian.
I was distracted, that's all.
Distracted? By my wit and charm? I have plenty of both.
How interesting to find someone so aware of his strengths.
I'm a man of many talents. What can I say? I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is.
Not us.
They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
We only know what Corypheus claims to be.
True. He might be a convincing liar, or delusional, or insane. But how many delusional maniacs are going to have that knowledge? He broke open the Fade. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no. It was us all along. We destroyed the world.
You didn't do anything. Those men did. 1,000 years ago.
True, except that one of them is up and walking around right now. Not to mention I have
going on
idiot
with his
countrymen who would
face?
happily follow him down that path again. No one will thank me whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
That attitude must be why they kicked you out of the Imperium.
They didn't kick me out? Well, only because they never got around to it. Eventually, they might have. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Okay. I think you've waited long enough. 20 minutes. Let's go see, shall we? I have to be quick when I do this. It's up here, isn't it? Because I know who it is. And I'm not going to bore you with the long time I'm going to take doing something. So I am hovering over the pause recording button. Oh, it just straight up tells you. Use the iconic default appearance. Recreate the custom appearance of my champion of Kirkwall. Hells yeah. Okay. Yeah, we didn't have a... Alright. I will see you in a second with my customized hawk. This is the best I can do to get her to where I think she would be now. But yes, this has confirmed for me that this hasn't done the world state as correctly as I had hoped, because this is mage champion armor. But hey, we take what we can, you know. At least it's the Femhawk. Ah? Wait.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk.
Rogue!
Champion of Kirkwall.
She's a rogue!
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him after all.
Impressive view. Reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thedas.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
The lighting in the character creator did not let that eyeliner work correctly.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible, but we need to know more first.
I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
What?
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully, my friend in the Wardens will know more.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
Why are you
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
My sister's a Grey Warden. I had my friend Aveline take her as far from Orlais as possible. When all the Wardens started acting strangely, I had to keep my family safe. Merrill is helping Elven refugees who were displaced by the war. I didn't want to take her away from that. Merrill spent enough time fighting for her life with me.
Assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him, except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back, or maybe it's all Tevinter magic. But he was dead, I swear it.
Where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
This was such an ambitious thing for them to do. Bringing Hawk into the game. Right. Do we get the cutscene? Do we get the scene? Yeah, we get the scene.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Hey, enough!
You're taking his side?
I said enough!
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawk, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
What's done is done.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawke most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
That's unworthy of you.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawke had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
I believed him. He spun his story for me, and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawke. I'm such a fool.
What if you hadn't believed him, and you tracked Hawke down?
Honestly, Hawke might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. She supported the Mage Rebellion after all. She wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawke, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
Have you looked at our Inquisition, Cassandra? We're all fools here.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
More at home, maybe.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawke or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Man. And I'm frozen. Okay, let's try a save and load. I think that's the right one. Yeah. Load. Okay. Can Thradry move? Yes. Okay. Well, as always, I will fail to understand how
do you know
time is perceived. I'm going to stop recording and then start recording in the morning. Same video, but a whole bedtime in between. I don't care how drastic of a jump cut this is. This is attempt 12, I think, of getting the game to work and to run with mods that aren't conflicting. I don't know what's causing the cutscene to not trigger. It can't be the portraits, because I've had the mod trigger, the cutscene trigger. Let's go.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Game doesn't like me not having
soldiers
full
have been
damage.
assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
Do you ever sleep?
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but has improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like it. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
Okay, my game seems to be working. I think I'm going to do look for coal last. So the only one... Oh, that is the last one, because we've spoken to everybody else before. For the cut to everything being where it should be. So Blackwall's in his space. Solas and Dorian are already in their town. Varric. I haven't spoken to Varric, because to speak to Varric last time meant actually going to talk to Hawk. So let's go talk to Varric. And then we'll look for coal.
Inquisitor.
There, that's me. Name's Thradry, if you want to be informal. I don't mind. Varric!
That got a little heated. You all right?
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
That face always happens. It's like the Holy Grail when it doesn't happen. It's so weird.
I know, Varric. You never would have kept quiet otherwise.
I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
Okay, Varric. Find the war room. Find the blacksmith. I will do that after we find coal. We'll look for coal. I'm going to try and get my hair and eye texture back on to see if it works.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
I'm not sure how much more complexity I need, Solas.
Indeed, my dear. He may call it whatever he likes, but it is still a threat.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
In my studies, demons either possess something from this world, or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
I forget what spirit he is. It's not spirit of friendship,
Haven.
is he?
So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
You're feeling their pain.
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
You're a friendly spirit.
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes. I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Oh, of course he's staying.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover. Or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't. And neither do you. That's part of life.
Not cold.
Try. I want to stay.
Inquisitor, is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. Most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold.
Oh, shit.
As for the rest, they either heal or... I try to make the passing painless.
Okay.
As you were.
Your worship.
I think you have to keep checking. I think you check back on the... Oh no, you hear about it in the tavern. You just hear about it. Yeah, what are you? Construction report. Mixed elements. Okay.
He's in the Dales. He fights for the people.
What does she sell? Oh, blank runestone. Why would I need you? That's cool though. Okay.
What people? People who need him. That is so...
So vague and meaningless. Alright, yeah, let's go up this way. There's a horse there. I'm trying to remember. I just want to know if I can get my mods
First, a full wheel
back.
of Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
Oh, what's he up to? Come on, people. Out of my way. Inquisitor moving.
There's no end of it. I can store an army.
Oh, shit.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
What's through here? No, this isn't that. Although that door is there. Ah, how you doing, Josie? Because through here is the main room. Yeah, through there is... Oh no, through there's that. Through there is... Oh, we haven't... Oh, we have spoken to Vivienne. But this is how you get to Vivienne throughout the rest of the game. She's up here, looking splendid as always. The portrait of Empress Selene. I think that's meant to be Selene. And there she is. And then... Yeah, there's no fall damage in Skyhold. I wonder if that was what was causing an issue. I haven't spoken to the other two of my advisors. We'll talk to Josephine and then we'll talk to Leliana.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
True.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death. The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Dangerously unstable.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Selene is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
Warn her then.
Does Selene know about the threats against her? Can we send word?
I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
Oh my god, I'm so close to being able to do that. Seriously, has anyone... Oh. What am I doing? Oh, Liliana. Oh, either one. Oh, and then War Room and Blacksmith. And then we'll sit in judgment. Open. Thank you. Helisma.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional.
Oh,
I
no
hope that they
Minave.
prove useful.
You're taking over the duties of Minave.
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate. Based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
Any ability?
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
Yeah, I'm really going to ask her about being tranquil.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Fucking hell, sorry, bless me. Forgive me. I'm dazed and confused. Anything found in? I do not. Yeah, Liliana's obsession with nugs. Come on then, Spy Master.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
Yeah, now that you mention it, this weird guy coming over the hill with an army of Templars. Yeah, that really is your fault.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
You look out for your people. That's a good thing.
Is it? My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We are better than Corypheus.
Slam! Okay. Why have I got... The fuck is this? Oh, him. Oh, him. Oh, this! Yeah, there's a funny little animation from an old channel that played Inquisition. I don't think... Well, I know that they don't talk to each other anymore. Let's just get that early. It was called Geek Remix. And the little animation things they had for Dragon Age Inquisition were pretty funny. Just a shame of interpersonal stuff. Seriously, what am I forgetting that I can find? Oh, coloured. I was right. So what? It even says coloured. Nah. Where is he? He's not here. If he should be here, then I'm screwed. Alright, it seems good though. So, can I make that jump? No. But hey, it's Skyhold. Oh, because he's still there. I have to refresh the map again then. That's fair. War room and blacksmith. And then we'll go to the tavern.
Inquisitor.
Oh yes, because the blacksmith is good. This way. Summon the War Council. Oh shit. Okay. Underworld knowledge. Second tier folk. Oh, let's get that as well early then as well. Might as well. Fucking hell. So much shit opened up. Oh yes, DLC,
We
DLC.
cannot neglect our soldiers' training.
Can we neglect roads? Our allies cannot take the same route through the mountains we did.
Okay, let's... conscript for the Inquisition. Well, that settles it. We face a darkspawn magister who commands something that looks suspiciously like an archdemon. I defy anyone to tell me that this is no blight. We have Blackwall's treaties, and we have cause. Thedas will require little persuasion. What we need is information. Grey Warden influence may loosen even the tightest lips. Information and conscripts are well enough, Inquisitor, but gold secures these things and more. So basically get more forces, get some spies, or money. And to be honest, with the Inquisition, spies is what we need. We've gained access to a number of private libraries and archives. No information on Corypheus, unfortunate. However, we did find this fascinating treatise. Hinterlands is a noticeable source of elf fruit and onyx. Inquisition forces at camp could search for these resources and arrange shipment to Skyhold.
At your service.
So it would have been 6 elf fruit or 6 onyx or... Oh my god, I'm dying. Or 3 of 3.
To work?
I'm an idiot. It would have been 3 of 3 of anything. Oh well. Reclaiming the Mage Rebellion. We got word to everyone we could, but some cells were too remote to reach. We'll need the Inquisition to contact them, or at least to let them know the Templars are gone. They are gone, right? Right? I can send a few agents with a mage from Redcliffe to persuade these cells. They're likely afraid to come out of hiding. I can send a few non-Templar soldiers to protect the mages on their way here. I'll go with Leliana's one.
Let's see what we have.
I hope they're friendlies, because if not, then we're in trouble. Truth or dare, see and be seen. Madam Ambassador. Who's saying this? Don't know. Words can't express my gratitude for your gracious hospitality. Oh, I remember. After the events at Haven, one can hardly go anywhere in the Empire without hearing the word Inquisition. I shall be glad to have some facts to add to the wild rumours. I am as grieved as you to hear the vicious slander being spread. Justinia V was the best of us. It pains me to think that others would pollute her legacy in such a manner. I travel to Valforay soon. I shall ensure my cousins know the truth of this matter. Sincerely, Comte Renaud de Moray. Now that he's been here, we should talk to the noble he's been seen with and let them all know. I passed along the news of the de Morays' visit to a few influential parties and implied that he was, perhaps, trying to butter both sides of his bread. I would describe the outrage this idea provoked, but that would make this letter indecent, and your spy mistress would abscond with it. You play as beautifully as ever, my dear. I can hardly wait to see what de Moray's next move is. Give my love to your parents. Yours, Vicomtesse Elodie de Moreau. Gather coin. Get me money. Don't be selling secrets. I don't... yeah. Let's protect. Oh, we got an accessory. A memorial for Haven. Although we have not always seen eye to eye, I believe that on this subject we will be in perfect agreement. I would like to build a monument at the site where Haven stood, as a memorial to all those who gave their lives defending the faith. Shall we work together to honour these fallen heroes? I could do some fundraising for the project, and we should send a representative for the ribbon cutting. I'm sure I can get some volunteers from my ranks to help with construction. Yes. Yeah. If you're building a memorial to something, the people who are involved should also be part of the building, in my opinion. Now that you're in charge, there's something I thought I'd bring up. There are Venatori mages out there lurking in the wilderness. This comes as no surprise to you, since you can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Corypheus' minions, but these particular Venatori have additional significance to myself. For one, I knew them personally. I would call them friends, except that would imply I didn't want them dead, which I do. Since I have an idea of where they might be, thanks to an investigation I began before coming south, I thought we could put our heads together and track them down. At which point they would sneer something at you into winter, and you would be forced to kill them, which makes everybody happy. Let us look into this carefully and quietly. We do not wish to alter the Venatori. Alert. Yeah, we'll go with Leliana. Cool. Specializations, yes.
At your service.
Gain Orzamar's friendship. We received a message from Orzammar. Knowing an ancient darkspawn threatens Thedas, King Balin officially declared his support for the Inquisition. I would advise sending a delegation to Orzammar as soon as possible to cement his alliance. Sigils can be attached to armors and give special bonuses along with unique hindrances. When did sigils get added in? Was it the Descent DLC? I don't think it was Trespasser. Could have been.
Let us begin.
Our emissaries have returned. Orzammar has pledged to our cause some of the most formidable warriors from the Legion of the Dead. According to the king, they are veteran darkspawn hunters, absolutely fearless. The king also graciously offered to share Orzammar's wealth. He recognizes the threat Corypheus poses. Oh, I haven't done this yet. The Arcanist. To bar passage, they must know she's there. They will not. Oh, anyone smuggle? If I want to get someone here without knowing. If I want to get somebody here, I want to get them here without people knowing. So, Leliana. Yeah, we know who that is. Search for the hack writer. Ruffles. First off, you play a mean hand of Wicked Grace. Second, the lead you dug up from me in finding this Balin Forth guy in Kirkwall is certainly to show some promise. I got my editor to look around for me. She's a coterie boss, so people tell her things whether they want to or not. She tracked down the poor sod, carrying the manuscripts out of Kirkwall. This is where it gets weird. The courier is a magistrate. Lord Werner Cammering. The coterie won't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Maybe you could have a polite word with him for me. Aveline would definitely be willing to talk. I hope that's Aveline.
Inquisitor.
Damn it, it was Brennan. Okay. We found Magistrate Cammering dead in his home. There was no sign of forced entry, but Cammering was holed up in a closet in full armour with a knife in his back. Wasn't that a scene from Hard in Hightown? The guard is investigating now, and tell Varric to watch his back. Jevlin was waiting outside the captain's office when Donan Brenagovic slunk out, defeated. We're getting a warrant, are we? No, Donan looked his partner's eyes. Attempted to implicate Varric. Why? And in what? No, we should... The letter has arrived at Skyhold, addressed to nobody. No one saw the courier who brought it. You encroach upon the domain of higher powers. You will answer to us. The letter is unsigned except for a wax seal depicting 6 crossed swords. Oh, I'm shivering in my boots.
Inquisitor?
There was nothing. There was no choices in that one. Okay. First thing first, an apology. I offered the rebel mages safe harbour in Ferelden, only to have them drive my uncle out of his town, so I'll admit I wasn't in the best moods when I first met you. I just wanted everyone out of Redcliffe. I didn't care who was responsible for what. Now I wish I'd done otherwise. Isn't that always the way? These cultists, Venatori, I think they're called. We have them in the royal palace, or so I'm told, like rats, but with magic and nasty sneers. I don't know what they're up to, but I need to find them and drive them out. Since the Inquisition knows all about them, I'm hoping you'll help. Something, grateful something. Wait, did you just write that? You scribes do this on purpose, don't you? King Alistair Thayrin. I have just the agent in mind. Or send forces to aid in the manhunt. No, we should not be seen, Cullen. A pitched battle of evil mages disguised as kitchen servants, fireballs flying and swords flashing. Brings back old times. I won't be eating anything coming out of those kitchens for a while. I wonder if they were going to poison me, nasty little cultists. Anyway, I'm grateful for the Inquisition's help. We wouldn't have found them without you. King Alistair Thayrin. Let's contact my clan. Darlan, it would not trouble you. I would not trouble you normally. You have enough on your shoulders, fighting ancient Tevinter magisters while representing your people. Unfortunately, the rifts that plague this land have spread chaos and fear along with them, and many seek to take advantage. Bandits are attacking Clan Levellan. The raiders are well armed and heavily armoured, and they come in numbers our hunters cannot match. We had settled in a small, unclaimed valley, not far from Wickham. A safe place with few rifts. But these bandits may force us to seek a new home. If your Inquisition can help, you might save our own clan much hardship. Keeper is to Fen'Harel Levellan. I'm gonna risk using Cullen again. Our combined forces killed most of the bandits and drove the few survivors away. I doubt they will be coming back, though they were indeed well armed. Duke Antoine of Wickham offered his gratitude for dealing with the bandits and gave the Inquisition his hospitality while we're near the city. He has promised to ensure that no further harm comes to the Dalish while they are near Wickham. Do we trust him? Right. I don't know when I want to do Jaws of Hakon and A Disaster in the Deep Roads. I feel like Jaws of Hakon... You should do Jaws of Hakon, I think, near the end, and then the Descent takes place after the end of base vanilla. Takes place at the end before the Trespasser DLC. So much is going on. According to Dorian, while most Tevinter Magisters are not Venatori supporters, they will also not raise a finger to prevent the Venatori from wreaking havoc in the south. There are some, however, who see the cult for what it is and are trying to expose it. There she is! A Magister contact in Corinus? By the name of Maevaris Talani is attempting to introduce a new law in the Imperial Senate which would see Venatori activity sharply curtailed in Tevinter. Dorian suggests that quiet Inquisition support for Maevaris would be beneficial, but ultimately could drum up support from other
Let's see what we have.
I'm saddened to report my motion died on the Senate floor. Although I am hardly surprised, my fellows in the Magisterium don't enjoy the thought of having their freedom limited in any fashion. That was, however, hardly the point of the motion. It was a statement that needed to be made, and your support allowed me to make it far louder and clearer than I ever would have on my own. Give my love to Dorian. The poor boy is such a hothouse orchid. He must be wilting in the cold. In the wake of so many important deaths and the rise of the Inquisition, several noble houses are attempting to spare their fortunes by crafting an alliance of their own. For now they seem mired in arguments of seniority. It will be a long time before any of them threaten our standing. Yeah, I'm with Leliana on this. Nothing to do at the moment.
Let's see what we have.
Good. Investigate Hunter Fell. Duke Tithus Pentagast rules the Navaran city of Hunter Fell, a former military hero who prided himself on his open-minded attitude. Duke Tithus rules with help of a secret network of old adventuring companions and possible lovers, as they are all rumoured to be beautiful women. Information on the 5 bells of Hunter Fell. I'll go with Josephine on that one. Okay. Continue investigation. Okay, we have learned that the Ferelden is a Venatori, but unless we can link her to a specific background quickly, we will lose this lead. We must prove the target immediately. Remove. Wait, which one is it then? What? I think it's Leliana.
Inquisitor.
Did not locate our operatives. Okay. Stop war between Navarra and Tevinter. Oh, I got no choice in this.
Inquisitor.
Okay, no war. The Serpent of Navarra has recently been noted in the company of King Marcus, and rumors comment I say we go with Cullen's idea, because we don't want to kill them, we want to get some info. Okay. And that's all the side things done now, isn't it? So, let's go find the blacksmith. You know what I mean? If my game's gonna load. Oh shit. Oh. Yes, my specializations. And I think I want hers, but goddamn, I want that armor. Yeah, it's gonna tell me everything that we just did. Okay, my people. Anyway, to the... That's so much. It's like a fucking...
Inquisitor.
Let's go blacksmith. And then...
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Okay, we're going to talk to the Arcanist first. Everyone, say hello again. Okay, game, I get it. Get rid of this, please. Thank you.
Hello there.
General Kenobi. Oh, it's Dagna. From Orzammar.
Well, don't just stand there
During the
slack-jawed.
Georgians.
Let's figure out what you need.
Yeah, let's talk, Dagna.
You're the magical advisor.
You're him, the Inquisitor. I'm Dagna, Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. The breach was pretty too, in a destroy everything sort of way.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Herod's devices. Precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking. No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
What is it you do exactly?
I was born to the Forge.
That's literal in the Smithcast. So the hammer and tong, that's like a heartbeat. But you've a man for that already, and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic. Magical study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks. I studied it all with an objective eye. No secrets, no fears. That lets me apply principles like no other. Maybe one other, but I don't have that wonky of a mind, so I still kind of win.
You have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks.
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more. In short.
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyria is the heart. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it. So, a mage can make your weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. Drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
Another time, Dagna.
Of course. Bring me what you want made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
Okay. No, I hadn't talked to him, spoken to him yet.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
You think it's strange to say? It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
That's fair.
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
We're all
I'll be
good
back
then.
later.
I'll be here.
Oh, I'll be back later, because this storage chest and this shop. Oh, baby. That's how you make money. What's going on here? Oh my god, this thing and its... Oh, actually, this could be pretty... Okay, hang on. Yeah, it's all enhanced versions. So can I get a better... See, I'm tempted to use the Keeper robe for a bit. Yeah, the problem with the Warden armor in this game is not that it looks bad, because it looks amazing. My problem with it is I'm not a Grey Warden, so why would I wear it? I do want to try out the Keeper armor, the Keeper robe for a bit, because this will overpower it eventually. I'm not going to give it to Solas, because Solas, for his own reason, is like, nah fam. I don't feel right giving stuff like that to Solas. So we could go Royal Sea Silk, Plush Velvet, or we could go, you know, crazy. I don't want to go too crazy. But then these are just the same. Ah, fuck it. Let's go crazy. No color change? Okay. Spirit, electric, magic defense, electric. I think we'll go with magic defense overall. That one's 14. And that's 8. Ooh, fuck me. 21 willpower. Okay, that's looking at the strong bet. 12 magic and 9 willpower. I've got 91 of that one. And 16 of that one, so let's go there. What can you do for me? Range. Oh, why wouldn't I? Range defense. Obvious, right? Oh, then again, 14%. Yeah, we'll go with range defense. Yeah, you're right. When you're right, you're right. I'm good with it just being keeper robe. No, fuck. Armor. Like technically, oh, it is. Oh, I'm gonna be wearing this for a while then. Oh, we should really go through these. That's for coal. Oh, I remember these. Right, where are you? By the by. Coal. Or you can have the bleeder. $118, but you can have that as well. Wait, what? I did not know that the yeah. There we go. That was weird. I don't think I've got armor for him though. Not that I would want to see him in. No, so I need to make Cole some armor, but I can go about all of this at a later point. And that later point should really be, you know, off camera. Fuck it, that's a shit ton. Yeah, we'll do all this later. This, I knew we could tint armor. Let's go. Let's stand. Or sit, rather. In power as Inquisitor.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Magister.
This was a surprise.
Oh, him.
After you return from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building with a goat. Chief Movran the Under. He feels slighted by the killing of his Avar tribesmen, who repeatedly attacked you first. What should we do with him? Where should he go?
With a goat.
You answered the death of your clan with a goat.
A courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son, and I answered, as is my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Don't look at me.
No foul. He meant to murder Tevinter's, but got feisty with your Inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat. Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
Arm and exile him to Tevinter. Drive them out of my lands. Is it called a gibbet? This one. Arm and exile him to Tevinter.
It seems our conflict was accidental, Chief Movran, but it can't be repeated. I banish you and your clan, with as many weapons as you can carry, to Tevinter.
My idiot boy got us something after all.
I'm ready.
You recall Gerion Alexius of Tevinter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination, on your own life, no less. Tevinter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former Magister as you see fit.
I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
This is so fucked. It's odd that only a mage can pass that judgment, since, you know, mages typically never get... are never the ones. It's always Templars who aren't mages. Ugh, make him tranquil. Fucking hell, I'm executing him myself, imprison him. But yes, I want him researching magic.
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you. Your sentence is to serve, under guard, as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution. Very well.
Well, do you know what I say to you, Sarah? Grow up. I do believe that will be it for Skyhold. In the next one, and for the next few, we will be doing main mission content. Yeah, love you all. I'll see you in the next. Boys. Psych, I lied. I just found that there was a cutscene conversation with Varric, so I'm gonna make sure there isn't one with Cassandra and all the other ones, and then we'll start a new one with the main mission.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor.
Oh shit.
Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you get back to work.
Do you need something?
May I ask you about the Chantry?
It is difficult to say what becomes of the Chantry now. They have no Templars, no leadership, and no one left who is worthy of succeeding the Divine. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinian?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new Divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks, or even months. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the Conclave.
So what happens if they can't agree on someone?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
If they do choose a new Divine, will you serve her?
That depends on whether she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of Divine she is. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new Divine could expect such obedience now.
Should we even bother?
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
I do. Though I understand how someone born outside of human society might think otherwise. Cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
So what should that new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the Divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
Does it? I do not think it's so unachievable. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
I'm surprised you rebelled against the Chantry.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path. It is no different. But in neither case did I stop caring. Indeed, I care so much that I feel drastic action is necessary. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Thank you.
Okay.
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere.
I wonder
The
who
plums
would
were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
Hey, Grem.
So far in the reign of the
I love this.
eclipsed in the eye of the empire of we are
When the music isn't in and it's just the a cappella.
Empress of fire, what seasons may come, we fight for the day you'll restore our heart and bring.
Who advised before us? Does anyone remember?
Good to see you. Was it like the first in charge? Of course.
Right. Oh. Always examine this. Delivered one cabinet suitable for a lady's curiosities. The resources should be spent on such things. Sarah Morris. Below are comment and journal entries by Sarah. Also doodles of Sarah with her tongue out. Eat it, Morris. Stuff needs a place. Banner. Circle. Soft. Lizard. Rough and weird. That was Sarah.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Vershel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Who told you?
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away. But having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger than normal, I guess, because we both... Never mind.
Who's asking for this?
I'm asking, because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them, it's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
What does the Inquisition get out of this?
Nobles think everyone is out to get them. So when your helmets march through, both sides will think the other's your ally. Both get scared, both make deals. Worst case, you get a little bump among the people just because they see you active. Can't promise anything, but something will happen. Just like always.
That's fair.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
I think it's pretty clear. Oh, fuck me. Why can't I just walk through that, huh? I think it's pretty clear that this is the beginning of this episode. I'm just going to do the rest of Skyhold. And then we'll do probably the Hawk.
How's it going?
Champion quest line. Okay.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Wow. Even this one's Creme. Anything?
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it.
Yes, it
We're
does.
happy to be here, your worship. You need anything, let me know.
I'm alright, man. How can we... Tell me about that. We're good for
We'll
now.
talk later.
Yeah, I'll do all this shit off camera. Unless it's like... good cutscene. Unless it's cutscene, I'll leave most of the dialogue to off camera. Who else to talk to out here? Oh, Cole. Yeah, Cassandra's there. Isabella's there. Sarah is there, sorry. Iron Bull is here. Creme is here.
Our heroes strode the winding road.
And Cole is on the top. Top floor. Should be here. Okay.
A man is
I'll look for him again.
What are you doing?
Listening.
Okay. Tie it.
Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn, what was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry, 5 more minutes, my fault.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you do something for her?
Yes. It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
What are you going to do?
Make her forget me. Then do it again, the right way.
Cole, stop.
Inquisitor, your worship, what are you doing here? Is this man with you?
Yes.
He is.
Sorry to trouble you.
How do I do it right if I've done it wrong and I can't make her forget?
Don't root around inside her head. Treat her like a normal person.
Your worship, is there... Do you need something of me?
You were sad.
Of course I was sad. A man died because I couldn't save him.
It wasn't your fault. You could work until you fell over, and you still wouldn't save everyone.
Thank you for saying that. Excuse me, your worship.
She's not better.
She needs time to work through it.
If I'd done it right, it would have worked faster.
It wouldn't
And you have time to
lasted.
work through it too.
I don't understand. But thank you for trying to help.
I did help. You're too spirit to... okay. Do you know what? Fuck it. While I'm here... Wait, where's the third one? Oh, you're here. No, where's the third one? Ah. Right, one of you is Knight Enchanter. One of you is Fade. And the other is Necromancer. You're Necromancer, so I'm not interested. But it's Fade or Knight Enchanter. I think I'm going to go Enchanter. But I'll leave that for a couple more levels. Go talk to Blackwall quickly.
I don't need you, sister.
You're carrying a heavy burden for one so young.
I'll carry it back to Crestwood and kill those bandits. That's what Father would have wanted.
He'd want you to live a good life.
He's dead. You didn't know him.
Okay. Blackwall. Oh shit, he's chiseling. He's a man in his 40s.
This is just... It's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
Yeah. Hey, what about the wardens, bruh?
The Grey Wardens are huge and important. You're part of that.
True, but without a blight on the horizon, everything the Wardens do feels like waiting. This, the Inquisition, is what matters now. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I ever thanked him.
What is this Grand Tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
Why?
He must have wanted something from you to help like that.
A pupil, a squire. Someone to teach and to mold. He saw my potential. When it was over, he offered to mentor me. To teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
You're here now, a Grey Warden. It worked out.
I suppose it did, didn't it? But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
Don't you love it when people message you? Adan, what are you doing here?
Your worship, I suppose.
Alright. Adan, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not ready to commit to a specialty. Just yeah, no, fuck. I promise I know how to play. I can walk. What's that? Oh, that's where that's where Cassandra can be. Up there, if you're in a relationship with her. So let's go talk to Solas one more time.
Inquisitor.
And Dorian, and then we shall move on to main mission like I promised. I've already spoken with Eric.
Inquisitor?
He has so many cutscenes.
Battling the demons of paperwork? That's a fight nobody walks away from clean.
You have no idea the number of times I've almost been killed by bills of lading. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
And you're still not.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you?
What am I to you then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Please tell me you aren't going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
No, I don't believe in gambling. My character doesn't want this, BioWare. Let me be. Oh, damn it. Damn, my character's now an addict. Alright, I bet 10 sovereigns Solas is not drinking tea. Oh shit, is this the one time he is? Damn, we're going to have to pay up. Oh man, I'm going to have to pay up. This motherfucker's drinking tea. Oh, I forgot. I didn't know this was this early on. Don't...
Something wrong with your tea?
It is tea. I detest this stuff. But this morning, I need to shake the dreams from my mind. I may also need a favor.
Okay.
You just have to ask.
One of my oldest friends has been captured by mages, forced into slavery. I heard the cry for help as I slept.
When your friend was captured, how did he...
It.
It?
My friend is a spirit of wisdom. Unlike the spirits clamoring to enter our world through the rifts, it was dwelling quite happily in the Fade. It was summoned against its will, and wants my help to gain its freedom and return to the Fade.
I thought spirits wanted to find their way into this world.
Some do, certainly. Just as many Orlesian peasants wish they could journey to exotic Rivain. But not everyone wants to go to Rivain. My friend is an explorer, seeking lost wisdom and reflecting it. It would happily discuss philosophy with you, but it had no wish to come here physically.
Do you have any idea what the mages want with your friend?
No. It knows a great deal of lore and history, but a mage could learn that simply by speaking to it in the Fade. It is possible that they seek information it does not wish to give, and intend to torture it.
Oh, shit.
All right. Let's go get your friend.
Thank you. I got a sense of my friend's location before I awoke. I'll mark it on our map.
Okay, we've got another quest. Go up here and talk to Dorian. Now, who doesn't like starting main quests after 20 odd minutes? Dorian! Stop having shit, people. No more cutscenes.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius' son. He went to the Magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The Blight caught up with him.
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
I think I'm trying to think who hates you for assuming that you were... Oh, it's Leliana gets angry at you for saying, did you love Divine? I don't think he disapproves of this.
With the two of you...
No.
Felix and I? What an odd question. No. I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life, by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Yeah. Solas is pretty cool. Can you imagine? Oh, Fiona, how you doing, girl?
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes? I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
You rebelled for good reason.
I knew you, of all people, would understand. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
What do you mean? So, yeah.
You were once a Grey Warden.
Mine is an unusual circumstance.
Oh yeah, she had it removed
Normally
somehow.
one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a warden.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi. but I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
You're not still the Grand Enchanter, then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
Most are pleased with the alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
I'll leave you to it.
Before you go, Inquisitor, a question. In Redcliffe, after we left, did you perhaps speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
It's just that I knew his father, Marek, back when I was a warden.
You want me to smooth things over with him? Introduce you?
No, it's too late for that. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him. Don't mind me, Inquisitor. The concerns of an old woman. Nothing more.
Wait. Oh, so... Wait, do you only find out why she's interested in Alistair if Alistair is a warden? Otherwise you have no way of... Oh, that's cool. That's fair. Right, I think that's everyone. And I'm gonna be real, I don't know if Oh my god, this bitch! She's gonna talk some smack about our boy Dorian.
My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Tevinter.
Yeah, what about Dorian's sexy ass?
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
No, they're not.
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
And it's real?
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy.
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to such treachery.
This lady does have it out for Dorian. You know what I mean?
So what kind of meeting do you have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Tevinter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
And what if he doesn't agree, huh?
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
And why would they contact you?
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
They don't want Dorian to know. That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
No, straight up, I'm not going to trick Dorian.
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into meeting his family...
I feared you might say that. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I pray you change your mind, Inquisitor. Perhaps their letter will persuade you. If there is any chance of success in this, it behooves us to act.
Also, just so we're clear, I'm not even going to read it. We're going to tell Dorian, and actually, do you know what? This is where we're going to end it. We're going to go tell Dorian, and then we're going to go do this. This has been the most stitched together over like 4 days thing I've ever done.
I'm told you have Alexius researching magic for you. Research is always what made him happiest. Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually. One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
Yep, I'm telling him.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
I wish.
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father? I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
That would be hard to do while I stood there.
He expects me to travel with Mother Giselle, although Maker knows why he'd think I would. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married. Because you left.
That too.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, we're gonna go do that now. I don't need to do that. I can just world map into lands. Redcliffe Village. Travel. And we're going with Sarah, Dorian, and... Blackwall. Yeah. No. Yeah. Let's wait for this load. Ooh, it's loading screens quicker than usual. Let's go, boys.
We'll need to look around.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I haven't. Oh, I need to fix the tinting on people's clothes. Dorian, I'm sorry, bro. He looks good in the warden armor. It's a shame. Yeah. Yes, because the tavern. Oh, the tavern isn't where I thought it was. I've Right.
Please, son, say nothing. Let the dreams just be dreams.
Let's
I
go.
will love you no matter what, you know that. But it's not safe to be a mage right now.
I know, Mother.
You ready,
I love
people?
you too.
Grandmother.
Uh-oh, nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
It seems like he has a right. I mean, he absolutely does. But at this point in time, we're about to find out why Dorian has a right.
Considering you lied to get him here, Dorian has every right to be furious.
You don't know the half of it. But maybe you should.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then.
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind, the perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
So that's what all of this is about? Who you sleep with?
That's not all it's about.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
This is the worst one. You didn't even let him speak. These are very valid. Very valid. But this one is also valid, and it's what I'm going to do. Because Magister, whatever his fucking name is, doesn't deserve forgiveness, but Dorian does deserve that if this is the last time he truly speaks to his father in a place where he's alone, quote unquote, he deserves to have everything out, whether it be from his words or his father's.
Don't leave it like this, Dorian. You'll never forgive yourself.
Tell me why you came.
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again, to ask him to forgive me.
It's a bit rushed. How quickly Dorian is like pissed, and then he's like, yeah, maybe I can talk to you to forgive you. But that's not how quickly it goes. Remember, you in the game, you're only really experiencing the quote-unquote big moments.
He says we're alike. Too much pride. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him. He tried to change you. Out of desperation. I wouldn't put on a show, marry the girl, keep everything unsavory, private and locked away. Selfish, I suppose. Not to want to spend my entire life screaming on the inside. He was going to do a blood ritual. Alter my mind. Make me acceptable. I found out. I left. Can blood magic actually do that? Maybe. It could also have left me a drooling vegetable. It crushed me to think he found that absurd risk preferable to scandal. Part of me has always hoped he didn't really want to go through with it. If he had. I can't even imagine the person I would be now. I wouldn't like that, Dorian.
I can't... What he did was wrong, and but it's not up to us, because you know what I mean? It's like, my opinion is what he did was wrong. This is something you'd say after this. You'd say, what he did was wrong. It's up to you whether or not he earns your forgiveness or not.
What your father did was wrong. I think he knows that. It's just hard for him to admit. Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but it's something. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
Your trouble. I think we are. We are. I think Thradry is falling for Dorian. I think he was interested in Cassandra, but he's gotten to know Dorian a bit more. He's... yeah.
I don't think less of you. More, if possible. The things you say. I mean it. My father never understood. Living a lie, it festers inside of you like poison. You have to fight for what's in your heart. I agree.
There we go.
I see you enjoy playing with fire, Inquisitor. At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
I think that's the other thing that I remember.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clucked at by a hen.
Oh, this Orlesian woman.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
You'd be surprised at the credit my tongue gets me, Your Reverence.
Okay. I swear I'm meant to be able to... Or do I have to talk to Dorian to get this one? Yeah.
Oh,
What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side, the rumors alone.
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically?
I'm fully aware that not everyone from the Imperium is the same.
How kind of you to notice. Yet still you bow to the opinion of the masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
Oh? I'd like to hear what these rumors are exactly.
I could not repeat them, your worship.
Repeat them? So you've shared them before?
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Well, that's something.
This sort of thing happens often, does it?
More than anyone tells you. No one knows their own reputation.
Until someone helpfully informs them.
There is that. She meant well, if that's of any concern. It does make me wonder. Is my influence over you undue?
No, not undue at all.
Overdue, then? I tease you too much, I know.
Oh, I probably deserve it.
I'll have to find something we can do that doesn't involve teasing. Soon, ideally.
Well, maybe some teasing. There we go. Solas, you're not a Jedi from episode 1 and only episode 1. What the fuck are you doing, bruh? Okay, I think that's going to be us then. And then after this, what is the... We can do some companion missions actually. I've got a few, don't I? Yeah, I've got... Oh, here's... Oh, hers are also things you do in the... As are his... As is... That's what I'm going to do... This. We'll do this. And then we'll do... One of these in the next. But yeah, let's go do Sarah's little thing and call that the end of Skyhold.
He spent his life in the circle. Perhaps a tailored coat from Valrayo? He can't wear armor all the time. He will appreciate the gesture, Lady Ambassador. That's a polite way of saying he wouldn't like it.
Who is she talking about? Can't wear armor all the time. Who grew up in the circle? Dunno. Where's my war table? There's my war table. That was a hell of a long cutscene. Oh my god, there's so many more. Judgment, the magic used in Redcliffe. Here are the results of my research. I trust they're satisfactory. Your spy master said she might let me stroll around without my shackles if they please you, but seeing no false praise on my account. A battalion for Sarah Invershal. A retinue of our best will make an impression. Let's do it. Although I have it on good authority that there were many closed-door meetings among Verschiel nobility. Several useful names have sent diplomatic envoys, and potential future gains may be impressive. Do not tell Sarah I said so. Okay, and I think that's it for small missions? Nope. Oh, yep. Yes, it is. Yep, we'll leave the war room. And like I said, we'll probably go and do Solas's companion quest, which is... Where is it? It's not Emerald Graves, is it? And it's not in Empire du Lion. It's not Western Approach, though. Because it's green, so it has to be... Is it in Ferelden, actually, instead of Orlais? Because you got two up... You got two in the north of Ferelden, and you got two in the south of Ferelden. And I've only unlocked... Now I've done the two of the south. Yeah, the two in the south are the Hinterlands and the Fallow Mire. And then you have one here. And then you have Crestwood. So I don't know. Oh well, find out in the next one though, won't we? Love you all. And your mothers are doing exceptionally well. See you in the next.